4.7 Asempa FM so ne Ekosiisen dwumedie no waso so a utie no yeda mo nyina asese matwen yen ama yakọ aba nti se de edi kan ede etudwa ema mo no report ayensa eka from parliament echiremu a appointment committee no is almost through and information ayenya members on both sides and yede wondin ato edwa no enti we are waiting for the confirmation. As and when it's done, your reporters will be live online after or more the confirmation media. But this is the report we are getting. Say membership no say and ebeye ni yedi kan yedi atuja ede amamoniti. We'll get the confirmation as and when we get our reporters on the line. In the area, but generally, idia yedi atuja na Haruna Aveji, Muntaka, Blakwa, Avoka, Opoku, Ibrahim, Ayarega, Sohini, Ayine, Adongo, and Ajenapo.
That's 12.
Yeah, that's 12. That's 12.
The
yes.
MVP also has 12.
13.
It's a plus chair.
No, the chair is a default.
No. Not a chair. No. We break it tie anytime.
No. It's not about breaking tie. Hold on. Say NDC and the first speaker of parliament. By default, the first speaker of parliament chairs the appointment committee.
Yeah, that's true.
Since the NDC and not even the independent candidate, the first speaker, he would have still chaired.
Yeah.
So
the point is that who name discussions a course. The uniqueness of this parliament has brought.
What is what?
No. You can't just the dynamics in parliament is here. No, it will never be off the roof. It maybe when we hear from parliament, they'll be able to explain the ratio.
But
it may so happen. Say they will tell you say Bia, you say Joe Wise Becca. You be 14. That is, you be power 100. No, I'm just saying you can also preempt.
Yeah. So even the speaker, the chair has a voting right.
The chair, or not break it tie anytime. Even if you're corner a pie 12, or not break it tie.
Anyway,
exactly.
They said, I think we'll get our parliamentary correspondent
to tell us what the ratio is.
Yeah, share if there are any changes in the names and so on from initial report ayensa akenya na ometimi atuja and so ede amaye. But that's the initial one critical thing, and it's say Oshe on the NDC side, say the Yabobona names be associated with appointment committee from the NDC will be Samson Ahi. Samson Ahi has been on the committee for a long time.
And you look at his kind of questions. I know Ubisa Memphis said you if he questions, if he answer, most of that will relate to.
And you only din wa and only din en ni ha and ye hu oba bi anso din e wa ha and said ye can on the NDC side and said ye can when the confirmations come I would see if there would be any changes to these names. On the NPP side, no, we know say Joe Wise has been on that committee for some time. So HMS of course will be on there. Afenyo Markins will be the last time. No Niso.
It was Matthew Puku.
Yeah, Matthew was on. Apieje was on. Ambrose Derry
wasn't.
Not Oniso. No. Ambrose Derry was on.
He's been on it a couple of times.
Yeah, time and now
the previous one.
Now also Joe Gatti no. Aha.
Henry
Cote no. Dambochi.
Yes. No. I think there was a couple of times we were not on Kahon.
Yeah.
But
ultimately a friend of the committee, of course. Dominic Nitiwul was on the last time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Atachian was on.
Was on.
He's been my favorite among the
NPP side. Yeah. Reverend Intim Fojo, this should be the first time if he is confirmed to be on. And Adjoa Safo. Wawasoda. Okay. If the confirmation comes, that's our names way and because say a D way no ain't change. That's a way more. That should be a solid committee.
No two ways about that. I mean, looking from the NDC side, of course, you can't do away with these fine brains. Yes, I'm happy to see Sohini on it.
So he was on the last time. That's when he was on.
I mean, this time around, I think say on it chairman. for so cool head should be say the way chairman betumi ama so he need enough time to because
no we busa the question
because of mumu training you know he takes it from 1 move to 2 and you know so he needs so yafa na say ojan satisfactory answer he's not going to drop
we busa follow ups
exactly and then Domeka Yine am a fine brain. I don't go. We will need him because he said they will be a finance minister. BPO. And you know we will need that probing.
John Aponso, energy and minds, and finance.
Yes. So they are fine brains. I mean, Abeji finance is there.
I enjoyed listening to Mr. Muntaka, Ablakwa the last time.
Exactly.
Solid guy.
You see, the good thing with this is these are people. I mean, someone like Ayariga.
The last time also.
No, but go through the system. So it will be interesting. Honestly, may share. Yes, Napo.
So was a assessor from NDC Momo side, no. So was a assessor so Barbie Bekanwa or Bano. Who would you recommend? Or Bano Beyan?
I would want Zanato to be on it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That would be an interesting.
That
would be an interesting choice.
Then
Zaneto.
Yes, and then there is this other woman, Volta region, Adwan Tosu.
Tosu. Helen Tosu.
Helen Tosu.
Okay.
So I want to see the two of them on it, and of course Muntaka always.
Yeah, Muntaka also
did
very well the last time.
But he never loses breath.
Muntaka, there. About probing questions, I think he does very well.
He will never lose. It should be interesting. We are in for the good thing is that
Empire may, but honestly, and it's at this list the answer.
The other
because
time,
answer Sunday way more, it will be an interesting committee.
The other time, but I would have also loved to see Sam George.
Sam George, no, was the last time, no.
The other time,
no. No appointment.
The other time it was rather, was it Ras Mubarak?
Dabi, na Mubarak
public appointment.
Yeah, public account committee. Public account committee.
And he was a star of that committee, you know. But was it effort? I mean, looking at the number, we know, fair questioning and you know this year. I hope the chairman to say you know. There's a chairman.
The powers in numbers.
Oh no, this time I'm not going to say it's more of consensus.
I agree,
but Obi, what do you say? We are at this point, you know, we need to pass this stage, you know. We have 50 plus 1, 50% of these members.
Yeah.
So in the case of 12-12, now.
So the chairman decided.
The chairman may decide, but I mean, you trust the NDC said you to me down floor now you to me if you over side ever can don't be surprised if to me if been the decision making, of course, especially when
you're getting ahead of
especially when no, of course, the purpose of it they say your best one is so you will separate the boys from the men, especially when the person also say the person is not cut for the job. I won't believe say there are people within the other side that. The MPP side that they reason with some other thinkers. And likewise, if to me the NDC side who maintains will be a well deserving of a certain So for me, that's the beauty of it. And some if you class a
plenary and if you can see
plenary to know
voting
and also be able to be so this time around honorable.
For me, I don't think that you see, like you're saying, just a one said then the parliament.
Okay.
No man, I say, and this is for any parliament. And now call parliament. Mood is different from the urban. They have their procedures, they have their systems. Building consensus around numbers like this in parliament, easy crossing some more majority. I'm telling you, because normally, say if the minority group in some numbers in those one, and now a lot of workouts and noise making. But when they know some more numbers now. They have a lot of discussions back door answer. Omaba abonte. And I have said it on several platforms there. We are very confident say parliament will be smoother than because you see now one lead the government business no. Situation at home. And you'll be doing a lot of back end discussions. But previously minimum say me what numbers almost about 40-45 people more than you know. At some point, me pa do am surround upon us e be me chima. Nam da ko. because after 1 year, and then that's where we have a lot of noise and brouhaha coming up. But with this one, I can tell you, say we'll be shocked. Say better now for years.
Walk out back.
You won't have it because you don't have a choice. And you see, that's the thing about it. I mean, normally say a party for in the parliament, you slow down, because when they are having their midnight discussions and their backroom discussions, they won't come and consult party. Yeah, my friend, maybe say you're quite young, and I engine too. And some of them they'll be there. We share committee way in particular. Maybe because some of your contemporaries. We share more. Obi say collectors avoka and they say chairman sabo so they cancel them.
Yes.
But we share more. Omo you a certain generation. Omo made 4, 84. Omo made 3 so. Omo did 2. Omo did 1 so. Oh, and they know themselves. They know themselves very, very, very well. I am very confident. Say this may even be smoother. Again, appointments when you who yeah, them run your appointment. And young Cotanas and Casse, Michelle Dennis anymore. On to me, Yedumano. And yes, I am your appointment committee. Are you of sound mind? Are you a Ghanaian? Are you qualified under the laws of Ghana to be a minister of state? Do you have any criminal records? Have you been cited for any public office malfeasance? So we need to know where we are. A bad thing say. Yes. These are the only justifiable things under law. But the issue of competence, quite want to mean for appointment committee tested.
And tested, that's true.
Oh, want to mean for appointment committee show be any mukasa. We show be any more. Want to mean the finance minister money. On the appointments committee, so follow. I won't say a lot of time. The issues are more of, and I saw BBC. Okay, say time now secondary school now. You say integrity, issues of integrity, issues of credibility. Corruption related issues, crime, so who needs no money be even if it's an all NDC committee it will be difficult for them not to pass. So
and the history in Swat train said anytime there is an MP that be obi or MP I am nominating as a minister and back committee in this one, you would see that
because also maybe a small committee also what they be and it works like that too. And that's why Parliament, I am maybe think talk now. Careful. Because inside the house, a lot of things happen.
Yeah.
Because of this, me a Minerals and Natural Resources Committee member. Now we Western North. Now me say some corporate social responsibility be and allows commission to me.
So is that not the danger aspect of it? Is it?
It's not danger. It's part of the democracy. Democratic tendency. No, that's it.
I scratch my back, sort of.
No. It's part of it.
Must that be the reason?
No, but now I'm a question.
For the fear, say, we be here no more. Going forward,
lobbying is not illegal.
Public affairs illegal.
Yes, it's legal.
I understand in some circumstances, but in a situation whereby you feel that Nimpano is not cut for the job, i.e., well, even in corrupt deals, and I say per the then you think so. Well, whichever way it is, you will still pass.
No, the point is I am
MP.
Yeah. My issue is the aspect of mischief. What do you say in the past? We've had a lot of mischievous reasons on the appointment committee. Say Obiaba out clearly. Say Bia, you've been cited.
What do you term mischief?
Anything outside the 5 things I've mentioned are mischief.
No, it's not true.
You cannot use appointment committee to test somebody's competence and
competence. You can't. Obi, if there are allegations of corruption against somebody, now or appear before the committee. A committee in your competence.
Just like a court ruling here,
if there is a court ruling, Abasa assume
exactly
engaging in this corrupt right, a different ball game. But allegations maybe the committee is not the place.
And a lot of times on the committee, those are the issues we encounter.
Any allegations?
Kind say, Mako kind of baby say, and baby would throw Facebook say. And I will accuse a buying way in your press conference. Those are the things. And you and I know say most of the issues, both MPP and DC, we've tried to use some of these issues. What I am saying is these issues don't cut for disqualification of somebody on the appointments committee. He must have been cited for corruption. Some malfeasance in the public, office and
by a competent
court of jurisdiction. Now a certain audit report be. A certain audit report be. And now say
audit report cry and conclusive.
What's audit report? Audit report and I told the nipa no response no bet me because if the audit report cites you and then the management letter no you cite now will respond
now admit of course. Of course that's true.
It is a sound man who hold there. Easy say appointment committee we can say there be wo ye betwe assign. But a lot of the times, things we've encountered on the committee here, which will say, in our press conference, we can say, can you validate Sanyama okay? And my point is, Sanyama we do not cut or qualify for the appointments committee to say it's a mempenny. But me there, me share MPP side here. Obi no mean film.
Oh, okay.
Obi anyway, I think it's a very solid. Joe Wise, he's been doing this for years.
For years, of course.
You know,
but Miracle, so name. I'm getting the confirmed names. So okay. So we are waiting for the confirmed names to come. Of course, the initial list was reporter and parliamentary correspondent and other sources in parliament at the MI based on NRA meeting, of course, when early today meetings are of course. So, but the confirmed names are also very, very interesting. About Kasari, I'm doing some checks.
Sad names we partner on mobile appointments committee. I think, and you know what, Michelle list now from the MPP side, for instance. I think it's a list of fine people. I mean, these are people no these are people, astute people. I mean, say they would behave. You know, I mean, in quotes on the committee because the NIMSA committee they told me in 70 to be called. You know, but your offer na ye kebi. Me no na say di ba ko you know, and see, I think say me there Obi. I have no doubt the committee will do their work easily. Ebi krebe emira same previously. Omo nkokon. In some the bisa. But it's more of consensus building. And that consensus building no em say NDC for ya mana yehu emana to say almost an impossible venture. It will go to the floor of the house. Yes, of course it will come to the floor of the house. But if you go to the floor of the house, what is the worst that may happen? The worst that may happen is that we should put it in a secret vote. And the assumption is that Yatuabane Bakubi and NDC for me nubi to be my know and maybe how do you know say even NDC for to way the meme Dennis me parliament NDC Simon now for you. It is if I've been nominated for a position, let's say there is a certain objection there a floor of the house. How do you know say me NDC for 20
to also support
on that particular issue to come and support me and vote for me? It's media. I think this parliament it benefits both sides of the house. We shouldn't assume, say, NDC phone that assumption is totally wrong.
Okay.
Because there may be votes in the house. Some NDC people too would not stand by their political party and may also vote for, you know, the issue. Because the BBA parliament, you see a passe loan be. That's a loan. They quite highways be what. Say quite a popular road here. They be able to.
Eastern Corridor.
Eastern Corridor Road. Eastern Corridor Road. NDC for one piece the go. So I'm just saying majority of them.
Okay, majority
of them. That's how. Let's say I see a two secret. We say one penny.
If it's rated with
no, I am no. Yeah, you don't assume. Are you saying that? No, not 60. Are you saying that Parliament, they only vote on issues based on corruption?
No. You see,
no.
Exactly. It may only be possible our policy when many policy in your dream. BBI and corruption. We shouldn't make our politics.
Those areas, you see, say bad. All that is most important. Ebayi say, if there's a Japadi ebayi. The discussion how to do with suddenly transparent. Now there are some affairs that corrupt EBU and I'm a don't gonna funya rise here. Your boy parliament here more and then you do it be away. Most often I'm not bone of contention parliament discussion with value for money. Yeah, they will go there's the process parliament was and I say because you kick-started even the contract and another such project before bringing it to parliament for ratification. And not any issues.
Obi, the
abuse of the law.
That's the MP. Just a kind. That's a kind of family area.
It doesn't matter.
I'm just saying, no, you have your position. I agree with you. But I can tell you, say, I can see him to a bar. MP now no kind of the area of
they are men of conscience.
No, hold on. Those who are voting against,
they are people of conscience.
But your assumption is poor. Your assumption is poor.
Supposed to cost $10 million.
Yes.
Then because me here quite made the cost of the $30 million.
You are assuming that every issue in Parliament corruption.
How can I say?
Your assumption is wrong. Your assumption is wrong. They are deliberate. Of course, no parliament. Let me MP. Don't Obi. Send me a parliamentarian.
Yeah,
let me make my point. We are not making it. Let me make my point. We are not making.
The main thing is to make laws.
Exactly. Now, me lobby development.
Of course.
I am saying that the assumption say parliament corruption in some kind of discuss and they be disagree on a corruption related issue is poor. It is not true. When I say parliament, what is some disagree on issues and corruption? Sometimes simple, sometimes just the policy ideological differences. Obi per free senior high school, Obi per free senior high school. You see about parliament, see and is it the fact that pre corruption? Obi say there be yantu yabune and kakra. And don't just say you disagree on free senior high school here. Now it's a corruption related. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
So I just said that's what I'm trying to say. We should stop that thing that we put in the minds of Ghanaians and say parliament there. What is some disagree on BB and just Obi Bokro? I don't think that's true.
And the truth of the matter is that even when the NPP had close to an absolute majority, more than 95% of decisions in parliament were
they didn't vote.
We were so lucky.
They didn't vote.
We were so lucky because
Muntaka Mubarak, yes.
So feel say or you'll be not on pay consensus building, non pay consultation because he felt say he had a superior numbers in parliament in Vienna. But see, the lucky aspect of in Ghana, they may lucky they say somewhat strong media like yourself, like some CSOs. I mean, Imani and those are the points. They will take time so much scrutinize the deals. Then appeal to the conscience of the Ghanaian. Sebastian said, "Oh, if you say to levy, It was the people who rose up against it through more medium now, more make opportunity. Then in the end, government first it was an unpopular decision, and we drew it. This Ejapa deal, the demonstration, the seminar, the Aka Energy deal, all those ones now called the advocacy now. If the media civil society, you see when it's bad, it's bad. And you are buying the very people now would say then I'll obey. So it's the resistance from the people. And the mass yes, idea. Why would you have to conceive that idea even in the first place? They would have gone through with all a year of more plans, we are more planning. But we had a media, we had a civil society group. If at the point the first say we need to protect the interest of the country.
The interest of the country. Let me put this out now for you trust winning come. At least we've gotten the confirmations now. Obia Adjima and a client in the first meeting of the first session of the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic. Report of the Committee of Selection on the composition of the membership of the Business Committee and Appointment Committee of the House. Introduction. In accordance with Article 103 of the 1992 Constitution and Order 151 of the Standing Orders of the House, the Committee of Selection was appointed on Friday, 15th January 2021 to compose the Standing, Select and other committees of the House. Pursuant to Order 1512 of the Standing Orders of the House, the committee met and composed the Business Committee and Appointment Committee in accordance with Orders 160 and 172 respectively. Deliberations. In its deliberations, the committee was guided by the formula adopted by the House on Friday, 15th January 2021 for the composition of the membership of committees. The committee was also guided by Article 1035 of the 1992 Constitution and Order 154 of the Standing Orders of the House, which require that the composition of the committee shall, as much as possible, reflect the different shades of opinion in Parliament. Enti Sawushe 3.0, which is recommendations. The committee, after thorough deliberations, recommends as follows. I. That the Standing Orders of Parliament be reviewed in earnest. This has become necessary in view of the fact that the revision would have numerical consequences on the composition of the various committees of the House. II. That considering the urgent need to facilitate the business of the House and that of government. The committee, in the meantime, composes the membership of the Business Committee and Appointment Committee to the House for approval. 3. That the two committees would work in the interim, pending the passage of the reviewed standing orders, and would stand dissolved upon the coming into force of the new standing orders. 4. That after the coming into force of the reviewed standing orders, the committee would submit to the House the list of the chairman, vice chairman, and other members of all committees of the House. That per the approved ratio of 138 to 137 of the conventions and practices of the House, 20 members of the Business Committee works out to 10 members for each caucus, whilst 26 members of the Appointment Committee works out to 13 members for each caucus. That the composition of the two committees are captured in the tables 1 and 2 below. Inti meba na afi me de committee membership no ayeden de atoa mo so inti munyi masom na afi muntie ni emfa emaye na obi anye clear as we all move on. In the ancient committees, maybe we start with appointment committee in the interest. Well, in the appointment committee, per the report, 1. Honorable First Deputy Speaker, chairman. 2. Honorable Alexander Kwamena Afenyo-Markin, vice chairperson. 3. Honorable John Intim Fojo, member. 4. Honorable Frank Anodompre, member. 5. Honorable Patrick Yaubuama, member. And those are Onone Anodompre, the new additions. 6. Honorable Matthew Opoko Prempe, member. 7. Honorable Henry Corte, member. 8. Honorable Brian Achampong, member, another addition. 9. Honorable Esla Owusu Ekufo, member. 10. Honorable Patricia Apieje, member. 11. Honorable O.B. Amwa, member. 12. Honorable Alhassan Tampuli Sulemana, member. 13. Honorable John Kuma Ampoyua Kuma, member. Na ninyina kwa koye first first deputy speaker or chairperson can na 13. You get it? Sure. Now 13. Sure. Yeah, now 13. In the end, the NDC side. Honorable John, Honorable Haruna Idrisu, ranking member. Honorable Mohammed Mubarak Muntaka, deputy ranking. Honorable Mahama Yarega, member. Honorable Samson Ahi, member. Honorable Eric Opoku, member. And they can't gender assemblity. Honorable Elizabeth Ofosu Ajare, member. Honorable James Agalga, member. Edwin Nilante Vanderpoy, member. And they said you can't earlier. No, Samuel Okujetwa Blakwa, member. Alhassan Sohini, member. Francis Xavier Sosu, member. And Honorable Zuwera Mohammed Ibrahim. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Member. And Gisela Tete Agbotui. And so I am member. Ain't it?
Only a George under Terminator.
Okay, do you want to two George under? Okay. It is a ocean is hard there. Not just say for the NDC side now, I saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. And they're making it 50-50.
Yeah, 50-50.
Wow. And that's for the appointments committee. And the report in the way are contained in the report
exactly.
From the selections committee.
Yes, okay.
And this report would have to be approved by the plenary. It's something we'll have to find out.
Yes, okay.
If they approve and I go through. Business committee in membership any. And business committee is very, very important to parliament.
Yeah.
And also or say chairman Sabunsu, chairman. Alexander Kwamena Afenyo-Markin, vice chairperson. Frank Anodompre, member. Lydia Seyram Al-Hassan, member. Moses Enim, member. Mavis Hawakumsin, member. Alex Tete Domobua, member. Joseph Kujo, Efia, member. Yeah. Mavis Nkansa Buedu, member. Habib Idrisu, member. Haruna Idrisu, ranking member. James Klucha Veji, deputy ranking member. Mubarak Muntaka, member. Ahmed Ibrahim, member. Delasowa, member. Abdul Rashid Pelpo, member. Joycelyn Tete, member. Eric Affle, member. Zeneto Rollins, member. Enna Adama Ramadan. Oh, that's Adenta.
Yeah.
That's Adenta. Okay, on also a member. And we know a 20 in all. And also a 10. And this is for the business committee. And that's contained in the selection committee report. Yakan emunsem ede amamono. Inti would see na afi yahwe said eniyoma besi akoba. This is a report, as I've said, subject to approval from the entire house. No, this committee will become effective. In the Yabashe say yenya in correspondent ane yahwe if the report has been accepted and I say in some assign abahwa. Na yahwe said eniyoma ebesi akwente munsha nenso emfa emayen. Ekosiisen ne high asempa 94.7 FM. Bomaden say onso wo de wadwen chebe brain 0546382287. On us is in this this committee.
One kind lawyers, no, this year, the NEC lawyers, and that's not
But I said we're not taking care of gender balance.
Oh, yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, that one, I can see 3 from the NDC side.
Yes.
My man Elizabeth Ofuswe Jare, then Zuera, and Gizela.
Yeah.
So 3 from the NDC side. I think the MPP side is where 3. Even Esla, Emma May, Patricia
Piaget also.
And I think
2, right?
2. Only 2. Well,
Asempa FM.
Only 2.
Only 2.
So
okay.
The NDC rather gave a Mensa the opportunity on the committee.
On the committee.
MPP for, but the new additions, no, NDC first timers. Gizela, Zuera, Xavier Sosu. Then those are the Mame Elizabeth Ejare.
No, so why MP da?
There be Ejare.
She's not been MP before.
This is the first time.
Okay.
This is the first time.
Okay.
So
okay.
So I think there were about 4 first timers. MPP side. I think there's Alasan Tampuli.
Yeah, Tampuri, first time.
John Kuma.
And John Kuma also.
Yes. I think those are the first timers.
Yes.
MPP side.
Yes. On the vetting committee. So the other kind Akano earlier we put out a list based on sources, any information as far as this committee is concerned. And in that list, 13-12.
Yes.
But now from the report from the selections committee,
which is chaired by the speaker.
Of Parliament, Omo report Abba. And in the report on the appointment committee, a 13-13. It is more like a chimpe committee. And for the majority group, Omo 13, including the chairman of the committee, and a minority side, so a 13. Including the ranking member and a deputy ranking member.
With this one, the use of minority and majority are appropriate.
Oh no, I mean, make a group in Parliament as it stands now. Let's say a majority group.
Yeah,
and a minority group.
I don't know. We are uncomfortable with the minority. And you know, the Kaiser no because I say leader of the majority group. They say as majority leader. Now, I come majority leader more problem. No more can leader of the majority group. Any problem? No, but the same thing.
Very reflective.
No, but the same thing. On the committee. I mean, these things, I think, if Parliament and Kasabe Church, because there could be a lot of things. These are not
this is subject to changes. In fact, standing orders.
Of course.
These are not
of course. Because in the almost this committee, interim, pending the standing orders now more
That's a committee level, no?
Don't forget the standing orders now at the point the argument from the NDC side there are some select committees we were nanka previously they are or majority and one chair.
Yeah.
So they were pushing and say, well, you what's your share say? There are some like the finance, interior,
defense,
you can see it to government in power.
But government assurances,
how I been the other side, the opposition.
It will not happen.
I don't know why in my spirit I am still so comfortable with
this parliament.
No, but it's no, you're not comfortable because you're expressing.
I said I'm comfortable. The reason is that a lot of perspective I hear sharing. People are sharing it from the moon on the first day,
Yes.
Until the brain dream has been shaped. The brain dream has been shaped with the see and say, hey, and the parliament in a way. But we see, they are coming down and say, see, no. A lot of the issues that will be discussed on the floor on the ground will be issues like Canada. First, in the Naka part, wouldn't problem. I mean, who say all parliament pie. Sometimes MPs need to say will be ambushed, and then can say, "Oh man, can be chain."
Which was the
and I'm kind of a dream about me, and because they have numbers in Tomodiaba, both MPP and NDC. But in this case, I doubt if the leader of government business at the issue be able to call the floor of parliament only
outcome,
exactly.
And that's why I am anticipating a very calm,
smooth
parliament, and that's going to surprise a lot of people because if you have this kind of appointments committee there.
But when in miracles, what I find interesting will be should the entire house approve the selection committee report. Now the appointment committee winner eba effective. What is it? 13, including the chairman of the committee. And you know, sir, chairman of the committee no any original vote. Or the friend a casting vote. Ain't it technically, in terms of numerical strength, the NDC side no more numerical strength than the NPP side. So we're trying technically, because say two about original vote chairman on to be. And when there is a deadlock,
I have seen the outcome.
Then we call on the chairman to decide, maybe a echo. Into numerically, in terms of the operations of the committee, Osha said the NDC side no strength. Because they are 13.
The standing orders of parliament is here. This is here too about. Now say ekoye equal, ekobo PPP 50-50.
Yes,
is deemed as loss. You've lost it's either you do below or at all times majority was only 50+1. But the moment I bet type a loss. So the motion, you table motion, that's your two swabber. Now say vote 100 na 50-50. And yet say why you're tied, no. You've lost the motion, it has to be thrown out and everything really worked on.
Oh, okay.
So that's the danger. But you see, senior, the attorney say you in Kenya, you can't come to you. Or mine any year church. So you said the American the mischief aspect of it, Don't take it. I mean, NDC take it from us.
Yeah.
I don't think say obi bia ko parliament bia no na adwane so kwakoma abina ye so ungovernable or minor ungovernable na bibia to no. Sani say necessary say one fan to wha efrito. Enu nti no say ye kan ye no consultation no ne consensus building e dey also ni nkomo ni hu sa de na eba no ebeye amo minor na say mo on minor. So appointment bi wo de ba yi committee nanim. Na say you feel say we cry there emunyu ye no hwe enye yi a I think say it na enye mo wan say menye sure say the president interim president eye na nado nature wache
that be only interim president
sworn in into the kaniye.
Don't worry
we kaniye na anti ancha na anche wa kaniye fani di mama
panyin na nado o man panyin na nado
ya ba de fo no ya
nature wache nyina ne say
yes
pese me gidi say or ye enough consultation enkoye say those times na
okay I'm told sir the point you made about when there is a tide means rejection, in relation to in relation to bills.
Yes. So
in the in relation to workings of committees. In the ABR when there is a bill be a go through process now we na about plenary no more to about and na we ba and the information is what he said regarding a tie, meaning a rejection, is in relation to bills, doesn't apply to the work of a committee like the appointment.
So
committee.
when it happens that what happens?
The chairman will have a
no.
The chairman will vote.
So okay, so in this case, the 13-12, no, chairman and some to be man empire.
Over to be.
Na sapai.
A prayer now.
This has been made. This has been made. You've lost. When you're 13-12, chairman and 2, chairman when there's a decision to be
I'm told chairman will vote. You know, and the challenge will be says a chairman is to be now a 13.
No, chairman taking decision. No,
they are corporate now.
There will be no chairman at
chairman can it's so not comfortable. The thing is that the new say and the video my at least no your appointment now. Obi no we say bo your friend is saying bo can over at the no also be defend Ken Bond. No also be defend Japan deal. No so but
it will not be a platform to settle scores.
No, but you see that is the
accountability.
Obi, that is the point Onassis.
Okay,
if you boss the moment that also comes, also obey justify Kenny GVG. You need to know the status of the Ghana Yenya Efi Kenny GVG.
But if you want him to come and respond to Kenny GVG, you shouldn't wait for appointment committee.
That is the only time I Yenya CC. We're more. But what would
my young parliament and clarify new man. Now, you're my bed nego Asantia see do. I bet nego aqua baby, you net saying. Aha, ain't he? And then, I mean, yenya information about report from the selection committee on the makeup of this business committee and appointment committee. Then I'm also more to me, Pacho.
Committee on the composition of membership of the business committee and appointment committee of the house. Fabric said they are reporting already. I find the house is going to be report to them. Now, after committee has started.
Oh, okay. Into debate, then share us here.
Fabric, they are debate now. I shall say.
Indeed, I was say a back plenary ma or mood debate, Ejituman Sana, committee netimia yejuma.
Stop pepe. Committee na on for on the chairperson of the committee. And I put what the session and Alhaji Ibrahim Gombila on deputy clerk on Suicide and Catalan. And see the famous committee declared that the leadership before committee will now finalizing committee report now and send back to Libya or how some of the Huntiman. This is how we go to the Kuma and Cheviano, report on the Jatuna committee.
Okay, and I know so one of the issues information be to that effect on the ratio, no, because okay report now it says appointment committee no a 26 member committee na osha a 13 and no information I must pick up
13 for 13 for MPC, 13 for NBC. Now, initially, reports about now, MPP for no, it's not some independent candidates, a common, and now, some numbers, a doctor chair, a NBC for, and see, and second better of 26 in Ama, leadership, for it, anyway. I had a for her, and yeah, the Ambassador, Ama, I say, yes, no matter say, now current standing of the selection, Pepe no ensure that for the according to the Adam Digiman. This member committee of the appointment committee, they say each house of the house of people or 9 people, so I was 30 see, all lobby and I'm going to say about that number. And see, obi akoma ba for ma abiri emu na ma ko se ombe pene na o ma share na pepe oh if you have na ma committees
and me right what this means for all the other committees no ebeye 50-50 sir
a business committee I members na obi a 20 member committee
yes
and no obia woni there and also the 10 business committee the 10 so yeah 13 it is a means to make it means a committee I there say MDC MPP on picture in our paper
wow and the other thing is so and say who in the selection committee report they say omo ya amendment be to the standing orders enti omo ya sa committees we pending the completion of sa processes no of amendment no into omo wia changes be sign ababio mo so ma gather sa information no
I gather information sabeka say you actually say His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo I heard Maria na the birthday the first batch of ministers no idea or the better one and the parliament person believe the map president Dumadi no atwetwe na to be contented in the meantime no constitute sa committee the president nominated appointed na send on betini abeto mo tenten no majom no kutina bo president Dumadi the tabe de omaji sa members we are na some for me na omuwe starting orders na last parliament we are one man who really na they were trying to committee na share me na be and after best a court is in 7 8 7 once in months na they say parliament in 24 I didn't allow into consideration the court determination to bar listen maybe an activity about in a committee no composition of various committees they say but for being to share na say it's like kakra apa hon committee na wa piano
okay ma yana se na yenhwe mfa nsi say omo eye debate ni wie gitumu a na wa ma yaso ate why yeah but it's almost very likely say the committee's report no will be approved at least from Nkomo Abednego any aid. It is halfway now will join the selection committee of parliament chaired by the speaker of parliament Akwa Kotenase. Aye meetings at the two committees membership atuja in the business committee and appointment committee you know and now mo vetting of ministers no na ratio moji two mu and it's a business committee na 20 members now also 10 and no match for the NPP and for the NDC. Overhead appointment committees were 26 members or match and 13. So Messias to be chairman of the committee, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, Joe Weiss. Vice Chairperson, Honorable Alexander Kwamena Afenyo Markins. Members, no, were Honorable John Intim Fojo, Honorable Frank Anodompre, Honorable Patrick Yaubuama, Honorable Matthew Opoku Prempe, Honorable Henry Korte, Honorable Brian Achampong, Honorable Esla Owusu Ekufo, Honorable Patricia Apieje, Honorable Osaibonsu Amwa, Honorable Alhassan Tampoli Sulemana, and Honorable John Kuma. In the way more any members from the NPP side. From the NDC side, no. Honorable Haruna Idrisu, ranking member. Honorable Mohammed Mubarak Muntaka, deputy ranking. Honorable Mahama Yarega, member. Honorable Samson Ahi, member. Honorable Eric Opoku, member. Honorable Elizabeth Ofosua Jare, member. Honorable James Agalga, member. Honorable Edwin Nilante Vanderpoy, member. Honorable Samuel Okujetwa Blakwa, member. Honorable Alhassan Suhini, member. Honorable Francis Xavier Sosu, member. Honorable Zuwera Mohammed Ibrahim, member. And Honorable Gisela Tete Agbotui, and so a member. Enti, say the entire house be approval na committees way aba be effective. Enti ma yentwa so na fe menkai messages kakra. We say interim president, former President Mahama and his enablers should wake up. Samuel Brian Boabin Edie Oshahopa.
Deputy social media coordinator.
There will also know a technical officer or office of the president.
And only the designation.
Yes.
But the
actual job.
Nippon
designation technical
supposed to be there.
Head of social media.
And the deputy Brian Bob. I know on confirmation so dinner. But I say
congratulating Mate Obi. Remind on us, Kobe, that during the vetting of Fifi Kwete in 2009, the chairman made it clear when Honorable Atachi sought to elicit some information from the nominee that the forum was not meant to settle scores. I doubt that would be the case this time at the appointment committee. Alex Martinson. Good day, Obi. God bless you for the wonderful job you're doing. Ekosiisen is undoubtedly one of the finest programs in the capital. We appreciate you and your show, Prince Odenohu Opong Edie and Prince. Thank you for the compliment. We say the tenet of the Supreme Court and its proceedings has now taken a different path after the 2012 election petition. Okay, with its implicit amendment of CI 99. Interrogatories are to establish relevances to the petition. Chachu's strategy is an old one, coupled with the current counsel for the EC. Coupled with the fact that the current counsel of the EC wouldn't allow this to pass without comment. The earlier he varied his strategy, the better for him to save face. Ascona, Ebenezer Down, Dansoman. Free consultancy. Let all go back and research the workings of the appointment committees in all the 7 parliament of the Fourth Republic and the outcome of their work. Very interesting. Abdul Malik Kwekubako. This one says, it is a great self-fulfillment that Honorable Hawa Kumsin is part of the Business Committee of Parliament. I always say that anyone who hit her in vain. But whether you like it or not, Hawa Kumsin is a great asset in our body politics. Fusaini Salifu, Kaswazogu, and yes, Hawa Kumsin is part of the Business Committee in Parliament. Business Committee decided business of the day, what Parliament will be looking at and all of that. Inti Munshan and so. The perception that this Parliament will be one of the best is likely to be threatened by the posturing that the NDC seems to have taken since their victory in choosing Bagbin. Isn't it interesting that the NDC believe they can get some NPP members to side with them in voting, but every member of the NDC will always vote and block for the NDC? Do they want us to believe that this is a groupthink without consideration to what's best for the country? Blind partisanship is our bane. Starsky, New York, US of A. Okay, let me see. I like the flair with which counsel for the EC, Justice Amenuvo, dismantled in 3 minutes Chachuchikate's over 40-minute submission. As for Akoto Ampao Eska, mine oh mine, or Yekikimankasa, the error-riddled petition, Enko Bebia, Sir Obama, Pukwase, and on the way Abreye. Let me see the other one. Good evening, Obi. The appointment committee has the mandate to approve or disapprove the nominee. I believe they will do a good job. Greetings to Dennis Miracles Kweku Abuaji, a.k.a. God's favorite short man, Kweku Esiedu from Latte, and all the way Abreye. Let me see. Lot of messages coming through. We say Julius Afedi onu so many. Or say NDC MPs in Parliament have no business being on the appointment committee to vet appointees of a president they don't recognize. Hashtag Ekosiisen. Congratulations to my able and hardworking MP, Mavis Hawa Kumsin, for being part of the Business Committee of Parliament. I'm proud of her. Rainbow in Kaswa. Do we have any other ones here? Wait, sir. Parliament will be very, very effective and vibrant. Most especially absenteeism will be a thing of the past in Parliament, I can assure you, Obi. I'm praying that we would see more of this voting pattern. Reverend Jonathan YD Blay. Good evening, Obi. The youth of this country have now seen the light in our quest to consolidate our gains. We in the NPP will rally behind Pope for that agenda. Hope in Pope. Pope, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Bono, you see the Bono, the organizer.
Oh.
He used to be the youth organizer for Bono.
Oh, okay. Pope.
But no, Salah Mustafa ne. Nkofu bin master tell lazy boot for the national youth.
Oh, national youth organizer
of the MP.
That's Pope.
They can't wait for Nana Boakye to leave.
And I said the election is in 2022.
I mean, I just don't get it. In fact, even their flag bearer at the end, the day after EC declaration, now almost started here.
And the Pope will be a potential national youth organizer.
Yes,
Pope.
He's dreaming to be.
Oh. And the way for Francis in Cape Coast, I don't know all vie for Pope. In fact, Okan Sanana. Obo salam day na Samuel Bryan but I made the message by says salam all the way.
Yeah, see for the past week and the Photoshop the photo shoot I hold up just say.
Oh, but there is also this the youth organizer for Eastern Region.
Yeah, that's
Jerry. Also another very solid guy.
Yeah, Jerry.
Yeah.
He was in the picture last year. Among young coalition, almost started on any salam.
How can we
I'm
a political watcher.
Come on, not what the other way.
But you see,
analysis
a whole prime minister.
Yeah,
it's really propaganda to CIA national chairman. When we are in court battling in heaven, say for run off and then. The whole prime minister Gabi, every propaganda
prime minister. Oh, Ghana, you need prime minister.
Well, so
we have a senior minister, former.
Say, you've known Gabi with that tag.
No, you won't walk.
Okay.
Nobody knows him with
political
that
players in your maybe I'm media for the money. But
in the way artworks now what can they be new? That's what the road master.
Only the road master. It be a boy bread. It be a
But at the end of the election is 2 years away. That's next year. Okay, the 1 year.
What is that for you? Every before, Omoda, Omudi Krana, Omagina power. To me, yeah, to me.
That's what political parties are set up for.
But so they do not even have the space to even rule.
Okay.
Men few nurses.
Miracles.
If there's anybody not giving anybody space to rule,
yes.
I'm court.
No, but you've seen some of the artworks making around.
What is Jogate in the year result? The declaration you got radio so cast on the open.
I don't pay so for some also clarify. Say he has no interest. He is also clarifying. Say he has no interest contesting John Mahama. I didn't know what kind of him.
Why, chairman?
Yes,
national chairman.
It's also can be bisa. It's the end.
The
point is that Obi, Omo shares our posters you of Omo when minister be Washabi. And I went with MPB Washabi. Into say how does it affect governance? Any member. Almost so you Majuma. Yes, why yes, share no, yes, you are Obi and the deal. Oh, when we Dr. Umbiamia share and I will share. New Year, when we have Bamba with you, when we have Bamba with you, New Year, when we have Bamba with you, Obi, when we have Bamba with you, when we have Bamba with you, aye, when we have Bamba with you, I'm rooting for Bamba for president. No, haven't you seen that one?
No, I'm yet to.
I'll put that one for you.
Okay.
He has every Monday.
But one of my say, PK upon him, crop bias and Tidim.
Obi ane the calendar. Obi ane the calendar. Okay, calendar no. Only a calendar no by September this year. You ever started rolling out from the polling station?
From polling station.
Yeah, calendar no.
But national the NBN next year, right?
Yes, national next year.
Okay.
National next year 12 months will be.
Yeah, that's 12 months.
Almost will be a day. Why? A job. No,
I mean, just to say, the only person from all the names I mean named personally here Jerry Osei Poku.
Eastern region.
Yeah, Eastern regional.
I said Jerry
youth
on who
organizer.
the flyer on 12.
No, me who the flyer. No, but I think he would be a good national youth
Salam
organizer.
was the deputy national youth organizer.
Oh, okay.
Salam was
To
the
Awuku.
deputy to Awuku.
Oh, not Kawuku deputies now.
Yeah,
Salam
and
was
he works. He's the director of programs.
Yeah, well, vice president.
Fine gentleman.
Very,
very
fine
fantastic,
gentleman.
fantastic guy by all standards. I mean, one of the very
So you've made a choice.
liked.
You've made
you
a
know,
choice.
Obodin and me describing the
or describing the panel.
Obodin and me describing the panel.
Of his original.
Yeah,
But okay, Jerry
can't mention the name.
was it was spending much time on
That's why Jerry no.
But can't follow the no.
Jerry,
Yeah,
I get it.
the truth of
Oh,
the matter
okay.
is say.
Jerry Eminia.
Yeah.
Jerry Eminia.
Yeah.
I'll call contester and can make the member try catch.
And so he's not going.
I am telling you, say, it's a business who Jerry fly.
No, me who.
Aha. And I will be some say, Omu nyina no. Di na obobo eni nyina no. Jerry Penna unim salam. Na me see o Jerry de unhu ne flyer tie. On fa flyer bi am.
That's true.
Say Jerry contest ya me na me press release na ma no. Me nua no. So I just here. And I say salam de. Me na ye dwuma. Because me na me ye constituency youth organizer.
Okay.
No a national youth organizer.
Deputy
national youth organizer. Nti me na ye dwuma closely.
and I know so at least the signs are clear so nya obeko.
No, ono de waka so obeko.
waka,
So I
okay.
just say and again, no kind of maker. The American say he's a fine gentleman. One of the finest young people are you were party in Mwere Salam.
Oh, okay.
In terms of the composure and they appeal to the youth. And a kind of us one party for relating. One of the finest people.
Yeah, because I think there is this groundswell of support for
that one
for him.
He's a great guy. He's a great guy.
No,
he's a great guy.
Beyond that, there's an inherent interest via a woman, which is the 2024 Baumia agenda. That one is there. Look,
And I said, and no, every person who wants to be flag bearer will not only be interested in who becomes a national executive member.
I'm telling you.
I was also interested from polling sources.
Now, cause I'm saying, I'm telling you what is a fact. I'm only Abambagwe. It's your mama.
Why are you battling me?
Your mama 2024.
There's no denying facts.
Your mama 2024. No,
he has said it as well.
No.
Okay.
Salam contest for national youth organizer. And yet 2020 never be started. So I just say, me say na me constituency. So I just say, Salam
Onya obeba.
Yes.
Okay.
So I just say, it is 2020.
potential.
Say Salam a unity so don't connect it to anything. Salam has always been a potential national youth organizer. And on his own, Salam, even before he went to presidency, he was a deputy national youth organizer. I worked with him as a constituency youth organizer. And I am telling you, say, he is one of the finest young people. You were a party you must see. So what just here? It is a Salam a step forward, not your contest national youth organizer.
That's a Salam.
Connected to BBR.
Jerry Osei Poku aferiana.
They be say Jerry can just contest. It's
That's Jerry Oba.
Okay, was a contest.
O say me de minya Oba.
That's why I say Jerry a very fine gentleman.
Different offer.
Jerry a very fine gentleman. So I just here. Say Jerry Bano ya flyer no catch us a contester.
Then we can have a discussion.
Then we are going to now address all the people who want to contest. But as we speak now, Ubisa me say why Salam.
Of course.
And I may be describing at you. Ubisa before I may describing at you.
What is the moment you motive organizer? Can come.
No, I've seen that list, but is it something you can confirm?
It is not.
And I was, you are speaking to the list.
No, it's something that I've heard.
It's not true.
Okay.
From the quarters, it's something that I've heard.
Okay.
The one I mean you're sure of, I mean, but hopes you're doing.
Okay.
Well, or the disclaimer by said.
Or the disclaimer by said.
Okay. But we can come with the one of the other year. Meaning so or pay.
Oh, but we say Salam no we
Oh yeah, I've seen this picture. Yeah, I've seen this picture.
Salam.
Well, say good evening, Obi. I welcome my brother Onassis to the capital city, Accra. It's my humble hope and prayer that he overcomes the loss of the NDC within the shortest time. His referral to the president as interim still shows that he's yet to overcome the loss. Grandpa Asti Ewo Menchia South. Obi, Chachuche Kata is indeed a force to reckon with when it comes to the laws of Ghana. He really argues well with precision. I shall name my child after him one day. Kojo Dankwa. This one says, the appointment committees of all since 1993 have passed all nominees, save 2 or 3 instances where they took issues to the plenary. James Kwabena Bomfair. Eddie any. Maybe, let me finish. Today I saw some 2 school children eating from one bowl at a watcher joint in Teshi. We need to educate these children, else COVID will spread fast in our schools. Nana Mponsa Betiako, Eddie, and quite a very important issue. Obi, good evening to you and your cherished listeners. Looking at what transpired in court today, it seems the petitioner, led by his lead counsel, want to delay the process they themselves have filed in court. It is as if the petitioners have no case. God bless Ghana. Yao Marvin in Kwesimintim now in Nungwa. We say, Obi, we don't want any buga at the appointment committee. The minority should do a patriotic job and not partisan. Kwesi Reynolds in Agona or Dobin. No. Let me see. The ones we have here. Great show, Obi. Afishiapa. I don't blame the NDC MPs for their posture. They should continue, but I know Ghanaians will not make such a mistake again. NPP will surely overcome this one too. Greetings to my brother Dennis Miracles Abuaje, Wayfree David Pra. But David Pra, is he still the communications officer for Eastern Region?
Yeah.
Okay.
An officer at the National Service.
No, or he's working
on the Pualugu project, VRA. Yeah. Wait, Castro Ananu from Insawem says, good afternoon, Obi. JOP any day, JOP for the youth. In JOP, a Jerry or Sapo, JOP in declare so beko. At least that's what I hear. We say, Obi, good evening. Please, how long will this court case last? 42 days per the scheduler Supreme Court of the year, Jumano, 42 days. Don Pino in Malam says, Obi, the MDC's petition is dead on arrival. I would rather they stopped wasting everybody's time and looked inward. All their petitions is full of avoidable errors. They didn't plan for this. Wish my brother Onas says a happy new year for me. Greetings, Obi. The more our NDC friends try correcting their mistakes, the more they commit even more mistakes. Obi, no one is infallible. We, the people of Ablekuma Central, humbly beseech the high office of the president to consider Honorable Ebenezer Nina Nate for appointment in his new government. Fieron ewo mata heko. Fieron ewo mata heko. Wow. We say, Obi, tell Onassis to mind his own business. How has who leads our MPP youth got to do with their weak case at the Supreme Court? Fawaz is an Amasaman. Happy New Year. Greetings to all NPP Belgium branch members, ranking member, and all the way up. Hey, now, yeah, discussing youth organizer, no Sem Kakrebi, you know. On a man for choices, no. Yeah, of course, so Charlie. Okay, Kojo Dankwa again says, Chairman of Oswampofo sought to settle the propaganda thrown out by Gabi Asare-Tredakon. We sought to suggest that he, Oswampofo, intends contesting President Mahama. He has stated in an unambiguous term that he will not contest President Mahama today nor tomorrow. In any case, we in the NDC believe we never lost the election, and at the end of the day, President Mahama shall be declared winner, regardless. Kojo Dankwa again. Salam Mustafa is the real grassroots man who understands politics and the youth. Onassis is struggling in the studio. I owe him 1 bottle of club beer. Jesse Boakon, Ewo Mamprobi.
Should never misconstrue you. No, Salam has been a friend. That one, my bias. I mean, that one.
Yeah.
He's somebody that I got to know.
Groundswell on social media. No, sir. I don't know him personally. Yeah, I've seen the pictures. I know Jerry personally, but I mean Salam personally.
They are all in the same soup. But what I'm saying is, something kind of similar. Everybody say Salam. No, Salam is a fantastic guy. Yeah. I think except say people are putting the cat before the.
And now we now we calendar.
Onassis meba mono national election never so that be NDC there.
Yeah, there should be next year.
That's 2022.
Yeah, 2022.
It is the same year na munyina mo be. is the original deputy youth organizer. So was all call him.
Oba national. Ube tu Pablo.
Me decision.
Ube tu Pablo. Because mo pesa mutu no ye ni mpa. Some say Pablo no ye.
Oh, that is Oba national. Mo deputies no elected.
Yeah, any are elected.
Mo deputy youth organizers.
Pablo no ye Mahama favorite. Don't pay it.
Don't go there.
Because the Mahama agenda no 2024
about youth organizers.
Na say wait about time say onzo beba apple to national. At least deputy youth organizer credit.
OBA agenda no.
See the good thing with the NDC is we are focused. At the moment ya dwi nyina ne ya kuma nyina Supreme Court case na koso no.
Omanya the blame na Pablo. They have already blamed Pablo for not delivering
when deliver.
Yes, into NASA senator no lazy the boot. Because almost say
Pablo was not.
No, but Pablo is not Mahama favorite. And Mahama wants to contest again in 2024. No, is it a lie that Mahama wants to go in 2024?
What is so big Bobby Subo?
Is it a lie that Mahama wants to contest in 2024?
Dabusi. Accuse him national executive so much to and a dime. Is
it a lie say Mahama pesa ko 2024? Is it a lie say Mahama are you bringing Mahama again or not? Are you bringing Mahama again or not?
We'll continue this.
There's a Mahama